Alright, hey guys, it's Katie. So today I'm going to be doing another mukbang, as you guys can tell. For today's video, I'm going to be doing Panda Express, which I've never done on this channel, and I'm so freaking excited. So yeah, let's just unpack it and get the setup ready. Whoa. I'm going to take it out of the styrofoam because I know some people are sensitive to it. But look at that. Oh, it looks so good, guys. Okay, whoa. Alrighty guys, so on the menu for today, like I said, we have Panda Express, we have some chow mein noodles, orange chicken, the honey walnut shrimp, some spring rolls I think they're called, and then the cream cheese rangoons or wontons. Oh my god, I can't think, I'm too hungry. Okay, let me open this right up. I have, whoa, super fizzy off-brand root beer, but it tastes just like real root beer, trust me guys. Okay, I just spilled on myself. It's good. Oh my god. Okay, I already did the thumbnails. Let's just get right into it. Let's try one of these guys. Oh, that's good. I've been dying for some Panda Express. Oop, the noodle left behind. I also got some fortune cookies. Yeah, let's try this. Guys, I'm bad at chopsticks, but we're gonna try it. Here's some of the honey walnut shrimp dipped in sweet and sour. That's really good. I don't really like shrimp by itself, but this is so good. I was so hungry, guys, like, Oh. Oh, slow down, Katie, hold on. I just bought this, like, bamboo, wooden, whatever it's called, cutting board. Or serving tray. I just bought it right before I picked up the Panda Express to do on my videos now, so yeah. Oops. I have my little spoon here too. Has stuff on it already. Okay, now that I am not starving anymore, I can talk. Okay guys, so So I just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone who's been subscribing. Every day I look, it just keeps going up and up. So thank you guys so much for that. It means so much to me and it makes me so happy. I just watch the numbers go up and I can't believe it. I'm like, oh my gosh. And guys, I've been getting the sweetest comments and messages on Instagram. Like, oh my god, it makes me so happy. I'm like, oh, these people are so sweet to me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for that. You guys are amazing. It just makes me so happy that I ended up doing YouTube because, oops, oh god. Because I just did not think I would ever actually make a channel, and now that I did, I'm like so happy that I finally just did it. And if any of you guys are wanting to make a channel and you're just not too sure, I would say just do it. Like, you can end up getting better equipment later, microphones, lighting, whatever. I don't even have any of that stuff still. But yeah, just go for it, honestly. I was gonna buy a microphone, but then I realized you have to have, like, it has to go with the camera, you know, and the camera I have doesn't have a jack for it, or whatever it's called. So yeah, I need to find a good camera that has one. So if you guys have any camera recommendations, definitely let me know. The only thing is, I want a viewfinder. Yeah, I love a viewfinder. Okay guys, so today I actually had a topic. These things are so good. I have a topic today. Napkins. My topic is creepy interactions I've had with people. Well, by creepy, it's not totally creepy, I just mean weird, I guess. I'm sure everyone has had an encounter like this in their lifetime. Especially, okay, what should I do with these sleeves? Probably especially if you're a girl. I know it happens to guys too, 100%. So, yeah. But I'm just gonna tell some stories I have of weird things that have happened to me in public. I don't have like overly weird stuff or anything majorly crazy that no one's ever heard of before, but you know, still interesting. I have two recent stories that happened to me that are just like strange. So, guys, really quick, I love the little pieces of chicken like this. Okay. So, there's this mall that I go to. And I was there one day, I was just picking up a few things I didn't need, but you know, nonetheless, picking up some things. And I was walking to a store. I was inside the mall, it was an indoor mall, and this guy was walking around and he's holding a book, like a hardcover book, and holding it, and he's like this. He's knocking on the cover of the book. So I look at him like, WTF, what are you doing? And then he sees that I look at him. I looked at him for like a second. I'm like, you know, I'm not staring at him. I just like looked at him. And then he starts to walk towards me, and then I'm walking away from him, and then he gets closer and closer, and then he smiles at me and he's like, how are you? And I just ignore him because I'm like, yeah, thank you. And then, so I ignore him, and then I keep walking, and then he says, you got anything interesting on there? And he was talking about my phone. He was referring to my phone because I was holding it. So he's like, do you have anything interesting on there? And then I just ignore him again and walk into the closest store. And then he's like, bye, have a good day. I'm like, freaking creeper. And he was like 52. I'm like, ew, get away from me. So, yeah. That was like the most recent one. And then, also, on that same day, this had happened like 20 minutes after that dude. I was in Paxton, which is just like another store, clothing store, and I was looking at this wall of clothes, and then this guy comes up from behind me, and then he puts his hand out and says, nice to meet you. And I just like look at his hand, and then I look back at him because I'm like, sorry, but I don't know you, dude. And I don't say anything. I just like look at him like, who are you? I mean, this dude could have been my dad. Like, literally, he was that old. Not that that's like an old age, but you know, a lot older than I am. And I just look at him thinking like, can I help you? Like, what do you need? And then he's like, well, I just want to come over here and tell you that you looked beautiful today, or something like that. And I just looked at him and he's like, alright, well, nice to meet you, bye. And I'm like, what do you mean nice to meet you? We like just talked for like 2 seconds and I didn't even say anything. So, now that I'm a little bit older, and this has happened to me before, I'm just more realizing that I don't have to say anything back to them, or I don't have to be like, hee hee, thanks, or you know, they don't get to make me feel uncomfortable. So, whenever weird stuff like that happens to me, I just say nothing because I'm like, I mean, unless they say something really weird, which just never happened to me. Unless they say something really weird, then I'm just gonna ignore it and be like, bye. Okay. So, one of my creeper stories happened when I was in junior high. I don't know why. But, yeah, there's just a lot of freaking weirdos when I was in junior high, or I was out in public. So there was one incident when, I mean, it wasn't an incident, but it just happened when I was in Walmart with my dad and my brother or something. And then I had ventured off. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in the makeup aisle or whatever. So then I'm walking over to the makeup aisle, and then there's this dude. He wasn't super old. He was probably in his 20s, but keep in mind, I'm in junior high, so I'm like 13, 12, 13, 14. I don't really know what age you are then. But yeah, I'm in junior high. I think it was 7th grade, if I remember correctly. And this guy in his like 20s comes up to me and tells me, you have, it was something along the lines of, you have pretty long legs or something, like pretty nice long legs. And I was like, what the hell? And I guess like at that time I was more naive, and I thought like, I'm just like, I'm not going to tell anyone because I don't want to make it a big deal. And I would just kind of keep this stuff to myself, which is really dumb to do. Like, tell someone if weird stuff like that happens to you, you know? But yeah, I just kind of kept it to myself, and I'm like, But now I look back on it and I'm like, oh my god, like, that's so creepy to tell someone. Like, why would you tell someone that? Obviously, he wasn't all there, but so I was trying to think back to like the first time I could ever remember something like this happening. You know, just some weird person coming up and saying something. I pinpointed it to a time when I was in junior high. Again, I was with my dad and my brother, and we were all in the food court, And then my brother and I were like, okay, we're gonna go walk around. So it's just me and my brother. We're walking around the mall. And you know how there is the, what's it called? The kiosk people that stand in the middle of the mall with their little table set up? Okay, so there was that guy. And I had red hair at the time, like this deep kind of like this color, like a maroony kind of color. And I was in 7th grade, so I was like 12 or 13, and this really creepy guy came up to me, and he had like a really thick Italian accent, and he was just so old looking, and it was just so weird. Like, I can just remember somehow he kept trying to get me away from my brother, like, and it was just so creepy. Like, it just kept seeming like he's like, oh, come over here, like, but not at all talking about the thing that he's selling in his kiosk. It's just like him asking me about my hair, about my age, like weird stuff. I'm like, ugh. Now that I look back on it, I'm like, oh, freaking weirdos. I'm gonna be careful of everyone. That's why now I'm very like, I'm just always ready to look at everyone like, you're gonna murder me. Because you never know what people are capable of, honestly. It's like, you know, this could be the next Ted Bundy, like, who knows? So, I always try to be as alert as possible. But, you know, like that guy that came up to me to shake my hand and act like he knew me. It's just stuff like that. Like, I watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix about these like masterminds that just killed tons and tons of people and no one knew for so long. And it's just like an incident like that where they just try and like get into your head. Like me thinking, do I know him? Like, I even thought about that in the moment. I'm like, do I know this guy? But then I thought about it. I'm like, no, why would I know him? Like, he's 50 years old. Definitely let me know down below if any of you guys have ever had some really weird, you know, thing. And I'm sure it happens to guys too. So if you're a guy, let me know if, I mean, if another guy has ever tried to approach you, or a lady. Could be anyone. It's so different though if a girl ever comes up to me, and I'm not trying to make it sound like, oh my god, an abundant amount of people come up to me, because that's not it. It's just these things happen, and it does sometimes happen. But if a girl ever comes up to me, I think about it all way differently. Like, if a girl comes up and tells me that I'm pretty or whatever, I'm always like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, like, that's so sweet of you. So, but the thing is, the girls that will tell me that are always my age. It's never like a 50-year-old lady coming up to me and telling me that, because then I kind of be like, okay. Oh. Something I get all the time in public, which doesn't bother me anymore. I used to be like, what the heck? But people tell me I was like the girl from Harry Potter a lot. The main girl, Hermione. Which I don't see it. Let me know if you guys see it. I don't. Whenever people tell me that, I'm like, Hermione? What? I mean, like, the only resemblance I see literally is that she has a big forehead and I have a big forehead. I'm like, is that what it is? I don't know. A lot of people tell me that though. Like, I've just been out in public, and like a couple weeks ago I was at Target picking up, what was I getting? I don't know, I was buying something weird and I couldn't find it, so I had asked someone to help me, and the guy was like, oh my god, has anyone ever told you to look just like Hermione? I'm like, yes. there was this teacher at my school, and he always is like, oh my god, you look like Hermione. Like, he tells me that every time. I'm like, do you forget that you tell me this every single time we see each other? But yeah, that is something. Like, when someone tells me that, I'm like, okay, they're probably not trying to be weird. They're probably just telling me I look like this person. Oh. But I know there's way weirder stories of things that's happened to people. It's always kind of not alarming to me, but kind of catches me off guard when someone comes up to me, because I like just keep to myself when I'm out in public. If I'm alone, I don't really, I mean, I just don't interact with other people unless it's like, you know, someone that's working or, you know, whatever. But it's not like I would just normally be walking and just say hi to someone. Like, I would not do that. Or, you know, I wouldn't normally tell someone random, like, oh, you're very cute. I don't know. I would never tell that to someone just randomly walking, especially if they were by themselves, because I would never want to make them feel uncomfortable or anything like that. But yeah, nothing weird like this ever happens when I'm with other people. It only happens when I'm by myself, because, you know, I think people just look at it more in like a way like an easy target, since if you're by yourself, they're like, oh, like, you know, it's easier to talk to her because she's by herself and yada yada yada. I'm getting a little full, guys. My brother, me, and my mom, after, I don't know, at some point when it's nighttime, we're gonna go to Ross and TJ Maxx, and we're gonna look for stuff to resell. Well, not me or my brother, but my mom. I'm just in on it for the experience. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm full. Let's have a fortune cookie. Let's see what our fortune's gonna be. It says, your positivity will become a catalyst for change. Aw, that's cute. It's kind of just like cardboard to me. They always have tasted like cardboard though. Guys, a few days ago, I was at Jack in the Box, and you know, guys, Jack in the Box has freaking bomb tacos. Have you ever tried their tacos? They're bomb, okay? Bomb. But I ordered 2 of them, and maybe one more piece of chicken. And then I get to the front window, and then the guy says, oh, you're in my math class. And I'm like, I don't think so. And then he's like, yeah, second hour. And then he said the teacher's name, and I'm like, none of that rings a bell, honestly. Like, he even said the teacher's name, and I'm like, no, I don't think we are. And then literally as I was pulling out of the drive-thru, I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, I do have that teacher for second hour. I'm such a dummy, I swear. I was like, oh my god, that's gonna be awkward when I see that guy tomorrow. I didn't realize it was the person, I didn't realize it was him though, because he was in his uniform. I could like barely tell who he looked like. I was like, that's so awkward. I see a lot of people from my school when I'm out. I hate it though because I'm like, why?